Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So back here in PGA Tour 2K23 in the My Career series, I'm here still in Season 3, just letting those know who are watching, things will slow down a bit for these first couple weeks in July. Beyond that, I wanted to get in though and get at least a round in this single player mode done, because it's the first time I will have played here after making a change to the Vsync speed, which in essence slows down the frame rate of the game a little bit, which I've come across some material a while back, a few weeks ago, that indicated that may have an impact. And looking around and so forth, the consoles certainly run at a slower rate than I was running at, and I have seen an improved ability to hit better shots with that, along obviously with continuing to work on my timing, but the number of really solid shots that have occurred in my TGC Tours rounds recently and so forth can't really be explained any other way than that the setting does have an impact to my gameplay. So we're jumping in here to see if that changes anything. So we'll see if we can do an improved over plus 16 in the second round here. More importantly, can we drag ourselves back from the precipice and make a cut for the first time on master difficulty? That would certainly be a pretty solid indicator, but let's jump in here.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Royal Championship. Today's coverage is about to start.
All right, so I know the joy of the Scottish courses, sarcasm. This is a challenge, that's for sure.
Well, certainly they're stuck in second gear out there, aren't they? They just make a birdie or two and then they give it back with a bogey. So they need to quit making mistakes. They need to go ahead and start putting this thing in third and fourth gear and start cruising down the highway a little bit quicker, because right now they're trailing. They can't afford to give any more back.
Today's promising to be an exciting one. So let's get straight into the action.
Alright, so while they were chatting, normally I edit out the practice swings, but while they were chatting, just gave it a whirl. So you could see 3 out of the 4 were within the gray band. Didn't get any perfects, but I certainly have had better impact with those in the past as well, where I've been getting multiples per round, which never happened before.
Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today.
Right. I knew the wind would pull me back to that pot bunker, and that's the biggest thing with these Scottish courses. I mean, it's one thing with the rolling fairways, rolling greens, but there's just a lot going on. Yeah, it's 90 yards. The smallest club I'd have would be 97, unless I really pulled everything back, and I think that's just unlikely to help. So this might be too far. We've got a little bit of the lie there. Okay, solid swing.
Needs this to kick a bit left.
Oh, look at that. Nice roll.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Ricky Fowler as well.
All right, well, hopefully,
For birdie.
let's see. Well,
That's a nice
I
one to
really
start.
worried that was not going to move over.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke. I can tell you that.
All right, well, tied for 88th.
At the second.
We'll see what the cut line looks like when we get there. I mean, that's assuming we continue to have a pretty good round here, which I would say we certainly are. Question is, I'm going to lose 7, but am I going to gain that back with the power? I might, but I probably need to be at that point.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Not too bad. It looked like it was hitting the back edge, but
Chance to hold your putt.
so that's about where I would have
Outside chance here
expected.
for the birdie.
Wow. Yeah, outside chance, no kidding. Downhill, so this is not good. Wow, that really cuts over. But you can see with the downhill how far it rolls. Stop. Wow, even with that, a very light touch, but wow.
Putt for par coming up.
All right, well, this will be a big one. Oh boy, it did not move over. So,
Down she goes.
not what I thought it was going to do.
Time to see what
So
this
that
par
just
four has in
evens me
store.
back out. Not great. Ooh, not quite perfect, but you can see like how I get right on that line, and that's what has been the biggest change, is
Do you like the view
a
from
lot
where
of
you're
those
standing
kind of
By my
straddling the
estimation,
white and
they're
the
looking at
gray.
110 here.
Alright, it's gonna be up, but we got wind. We don't want to overdrive. So yeah, I think I need to do this and maybe even just be slightly conservative. Because I don't want to go too far. Well, I don't have the danger of that.
That's disappointing.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Alright. Again, 104 takes me too far, but a partial
over this
is
one,
likely
it's
to
a
be a
very long putt.
disaster,
This is
so
what they have left for par.
nice smooth stroke, but just too much, too
That's
difficult
misjudged.
to read, that's for sure.
Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet. It's on a good line.
Come on, alright.
Let's
The
head to
goal
this
definitely
lucky
is to be careful and not get more strokes lost than I need. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie.
It is not. Should be okay. I think I've got to check. I think this is a... Oh no, it's a par 4. Ooh. This is going to be tough then. Okay, definitely 5 wood should be more than enough. Because a wood is going to have a heck of a roll as it is. It slowed down enough. Initially, when it hit the green with the speed, I'm like, oh boy. Oh boy, I still like oh boy. Downhill again. Might be too hard. Oh,
That hurts.
I hate when you can't
Just 6
see,
feet between he and the hole. That's tracking.
should be good.
And that'll be a
But
bogey.
it's still a bogey, so
Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's
Yes.
not the direction to be heading.
not the way I want
Let's
to
see what
go.
happens here at the 5th.
Trying to thread the needle here. Might be really bad, so again, fast, but you can see like how much would I have really needed to be perfect. Not much. So, nice solid shot that one is. With the wind back, this should probably be good. A little bit slow, but we're on.
Well struck. What have they
Should
got
be
in
a
front of them here,
2-putt
Henny?
for
Just
sure.
don't trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
I am not sure. I'm going to go a little bit that way just because I've got four going there, but I don't think it's going to move much. I'm wrong.
That's
Wow. Unbelievable.
This is a par putt.
That is frustrating.
Putt is underway.
There it is.
So we maintain the 2-putt though, which does a good job.
Time to tee off at the 6th.
Wow, 581. A little bit slow, but okay. I was worried it might run off, but it did not. That seems... Yeah, I'm going to have to go that route. We're going to aim back at the pin. I'm actually going to go a little further. So the last thing I want is beach of some sort. Ooh, we're going to get a bounce out off the front of the hill. So that's going to work out. Slow down, slow down. Wow, that really looked pretty good, but think about that roll. That's insanity. Alright, this is tough. Stay up, stay up.
See if we can get this one up and down for par.
Alright, well, we're definitely putting. So a real good chance at a birdie, kind of pissed away, in all honesty, but it's fine. I just do not want to roll off.
Here. Let's see if he can make it.
All right.
And we're moving on.
And that's kind of the goal on this course, is just don't defeat yourself sometimes, because there's just a lot happening. Still haven't managed a perfect, but very good shots overall.
Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Oh, this will be a bonus. Right on 17 feet from here.
Little birdie looking here.
Wow, did not come back as far as I thought. Unbelievable.
Looks good.
Not what I expected.
Solid par putt, that. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
But keep in mind, we're through 7, we're 2 up. So far, pretty good. Whoops, this isn't a driver. I definitely want a driver. So I'm gonna go kind of over here. Hopefully we can get in between the bunker and that rough area. Ooh. Ooh. Did get a very fast.
That's not the shot he's hoping
Happens
for.
sometimes.
Eddie, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
The biggest thing too is that usually I've been much better at not having multiple varies, which really destroys a hole, obviously. Alright. Of course. Now I did have multiples, I just didn't have them back to back. Ooh. Oh boy, that's not gonna...
This is from miles away.
Okay, well this is gonna hurt. Wow. It's gonna go down, it's gonna go way over, so I need to compensate for this here. %, we're coming back, but a little too far.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread.
I think they gave that one too much respect. They didn't want to hit it too hard and go racing past the hole.
Bad swing, and
A bit long on that one.
I really thought that was just a simple gimme, and I didn't give it the respect it deserved, and it is costly.
Make sure you respond quickly.
Now that one hurt.
And hopefully they've been able to give themselves a little pep talk after that unfortunate result at the last. They need to focus here and set up the next tee shot.
Alright, let's see if we can make this work. For the woods, you're going, putting top spin on to shorten it. I don't know why. Okay, first perfect of the day.
This one is right down the pipe.
Not bad, not bad. Alright. Was worried it was going to hit the edge. It almost did, if you look at that. That would have been kind of nutty. Pretty smooth, but wow, these greens are so challenging to read. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Well, that pretty much guarantees not a two-putt.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one.
Wow.
Yeah, that can happen on these greens. They're tricky at times.
Beyond tricky.
And this putt coming up for his par.
Might have been a little soft.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet.
Oh, boy.
Down she goes.
Well, after being pretty excited about how I was going, I've
Rich, we're through 9 holes
pretty
here
much
today,
given
and
now I'm
it is Cup
+6.
day as well.
Oh, wow.
What do you think their future holds?
Well, Luke, it's going to take an incredible amount of work and also some luck for them to hoist themselves above this cut line.
Second perfect in a row off the tee. And then a very challenging hole that normally rattles me. So I'd say that was good. Alright, I just need to get on the green at this point because the wood's going to be too far. Okay, another perfect. I should have enough distance to bounce on. There we go. We'll take that.
Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
It's going to run a little bit over there.
One, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Remember, there's 2 important
Wow, really fast. Oh, come now. Come now.
I gotta say, that was a very poor effort.
No, I disagree. I think I just got shafted.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here.
Pace not too bad, but
job done. Let's head to the next.
Alright, well, I spoke too soon, I guess.
In the lead as we head to the next tee. This hole is a par 4.
Again, was I expecting to suddenly claw back and make it? No. But I certainly want, you know, a better result if I can. You know, and I'd say, I think there's been plenty of evidence here. Like, this is by far a better result off the tee and with the other shots. I mean, I get various here and there, but
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
you know, that I think is kind of normal. All right, we're gonna pull it back a bit. The slow is gonna just basically negate what I did.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Alright, let's see how close we get. Say that's a pretty solid chip. Oh!
So close.
Too hard.
And this one will be for bogey.
I mean, I knew I needed to power it through a bit, but it's just too close to the edge. Darn.
And as we check the standings, Lexi Thompson currently holds.
So I will
top
tell
spot.
you,
Time to take a look at what this par 4 might
the
be.
greens just
Let's see
beat
if
you
they can bounce
for
back
sure.
after that bogey.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
All right, well,
Just off the fairway.
at least
in the
we
first
stayed out of... All right, I'm gonna go with it the way it sits. Oh, wow.
Getting ready to play
Hit the
there.
hill and bounce back. That was not expected.
Ooh, that almost went down.
Okay.
A par putt awaits.
Makes it reasonable. How about that? It is downhill. Come on. Oh, that was just stolen. Oh, that was just stolen.
This is their 5th
Come
shot.
on.
and that looked good for a long time. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We've arrived at
It's a very challenging course. That was part of the reason I wanted to play these. These are way more difficult than what we're playing on TGC tours recently. Too much thought. I kind of could tell, but was hoping I could get something out of it.
Just no.
But I could not. It's disappointing. Alright, maybe we can make... No, we're still not going to be able to drive this. Wow. It's crazy. It's a lot of movement off the lie. Okay, perfect. It's exactly down the center.
And here we are with their four.
It's almost too much. Oh boy. I'd rather not be short, but if I'm way long, that's not going to help anybody. Okay, well, it's perfect. Get over the hill. Damn.
That one seemed to get away.
Oh, that's what I was worried. It was the right call still, I think,
Playing their
but...
fifth shot.
That was well, it's actually not bad given how it rolled.
Here's their sixth shot.
Alright, wow. Yeah, so this is a tough one to call. Like, was it decent or not?
Ooh, right by the
because the greens are just so difficult. No, really?
You'll be disappointed with that one. That was a pushed putt. And the dreaded triple bogey putt.
That was a ridiculous movement putt is what it was. So yes, I'm making a little bit of excuses here, but unbelievable.
Holes in golf. The long par 4.
Once again, Luke, just another gem of a hole. Massive bunker out there in the center of the fairway.
Uh-oh.
But for most players,
Two berries. We're going to be on... No, we're not. Wow.
Is ideally placed. The second shot, you got to clear, I don't know, a lot of beach there to a green that's probably got more undulation than any other one on this golf course. And massive green. Lots
Are
of
we going to
opportunities
make?
do, but also
I'm worried about that
opportunities to
water.
do some bad.
But man,
Looks to be going with the 4-iron.
All right. I'm like, we should be able to clear that, for goodness
That's
sake.
not the shot they wanted. Getting ready to play their third.
All right. I'm going to go the whole way here. Good solid flop. A little far.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
Downhill, so again, I'm just touching it. Now go back.
Surely it's going to.
Didn't have enough distance, but it wasn't on line anyway.
And one of America's finest, Lexi Thompson, currently leads this tournament. Well, now we find ourselves on the tee of a short par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
All right, I'm really counting on the chart to be right here. I'm going to overdrive this like crazy. Not very fast, but still fast. We going to get a good bounce? Nope.
That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. Time now to play the second shot on the 15th hole.
All right, going to try this. Well, it's on.
And this putt is from birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Oh my goodness, long way downhill. So I got to be really careful here if I can. As smooth as I could, as long as it clears that crest, we're definitely going to roll down. And it's gonna roll off because it's just the nature of the screen. I don't know that there's a way to do it.
Playing their fourth shot.
All right.
Yes, they've made it.
We have made it.
A 4-stroke advantage.
I was pretty confident with that one, but, you know, again, you don't want to be cocky and be like, oh yeah, this is going. But, because I needed a little extra power. This still feels a bit heavy.
Going with the 7.
We're going to be on the beach.
Well, they've found the bunker, but a chance to maybe save from there.
So let's see. I'm going to go up there, but not to 55. I think that was the right call. Yep.
Okay, phase 1 complete. You've got to make a good putt here.
Alright, now this should
7
be
feet to the cup.
dead nuts on, and if it's not, I'm going to yell at the
That's a good sign of a player's
layout
character,
because
Rich.
that would
Managed
be
to make
wrong.
something out of the hole.
And a nice, tidy save from the greenside bunker. Nice par.
I'd agree.
And it's Lexi Thompson on top of the standings here. Welcome to the tee of a par 4. Oh, that is boom.
Alright, it should stay on.
What kind of shot are
I
they
was going to say
facing
stay
here?
on, but then it
Yep,
was
I've paced
meandering
this. He's got
and...
around 195.
Alright, I think we'll be alright with this. I mean, the 6 iron's a bit of a flat trajectory, but not a huge amount. Just need a solid swing, where normally I would shank that and end up in the water. So, I mean, I'm hoping that undoubtedly that this is clearly better than what I normally would do.
This is their look at birdie.
And there's certainly an argument to be made that, you know, the ultimate result is the score.
6 feet remaining to the cup.
You know, I'm just not getting it.
It's half a chance of being home.
You
This
know,
one.
right now I'm on par to have one better than I did the previous round, which one
And
would
as we
certainly
check the
argue,
standings,
well, that's
Lexi Thompson
not much
currently
better,
holds
but
top spot.
now
Now
we have
striding
more
to the
wind, I
final tee
think,
of this
and
round. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Oh, that was flushed.
but I don't think anyone who's watched my rounds for a while cannot say that
And he's down there.
the tee and
He's
approach
about
shot
165
is not
from his flag.
improved, which is kind of what I was seeing as the results I was getting.
Choosing the 9 here.
We should be over. All right. We'll take
That's
that.
not the shot they're after.
It's not perfect,
Oh,
but
little shorty Baker on that action there.
all right. Not sure how that was a very slow, but it was. Oh, all right.
On this par putt.
Didn't roll back too much, but yeah, this is going to be tough. I'm probably looking for a normal 2-putt here. Yep.
Okay, steady now. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
So they say, my
Drops,
God,
and this player is
Right.
finished for the day.
same score at this point. 2 plus
It's a tough week for this
16s.
player. They have an early exit after failing to make the cut.
Luke,
I was like, this is
every
taking a
player
really
faces
long
this at
time.
some
It
point in
always
time,
makes
even
me a
the
little
greats.
nervous.
You miss a cut. It's never a good feeling, but you learn from all the mistakes you made. You move on and hopefully forget about it or
Alright.
fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
So still struggling to do
And on behalf of all the
things,
hardworking folks at
but
HB Studios,
the goal
let's
was
keep
to
on
really
there.
test it and see how things laid out. I would say, in general, the shots were better. I'm going to contend the course was the thing that drove everything similarly. And, You know, so then you could argue that even with the pray and spray play I was doing before, that I must have gotten on greens relatively similarly, and then fumbled around, and the green play was very similar. I mean, I didn't get any long putts to drop. You might be able to look back at the first round compared to this one and say, hey, I certainly was close to the hole a lot. As far as rolling by, and then unfortunately, sometimes it'd still roll 10, 12, 15 feet or more beyond. But I do see some improvement there. The goal was really more to try the new Vsync setting in the other play mode, I guess is what I would call it, and I would definitely say I see a difference. I mean, normally 3, 4, 6 very somethings off the tee. I think I did have 3 in this round, but the others were very, very solid. So, because I did have the 2 holes definitely that they were back to back, and I think there was 1 more at least. So, and I might have had 9 on the first round of this. Like, it wasn't unheard of sometimes. And if nothing else, it was almost a guarantee that between the tee shots and the approach to the green, that somewhere in there on every hole I would have a very, and that absolutely did not happen this time. So I think that's a testament to getting that down toward the console, 60 frames a second. If you haven't done that and you're struggling with some shots, it's hard for me not to say I recommend that. At this point, I've probably played 7 or 8 actual rounds with that, and the results are pretty hard to argue with, I would say. But make up your own mind and go from there. If you've enjoyed this and haven't dropped a like, please consider that. And if you are not a subscriber, consider that. I'd appreciate both of those things immensely, and I will see you next time.